one.
Next fight in the division, Habibullah versus Akash. We have the final quarterfinal for the 77.1 kg male division. I'm very excited for this fight. Both of these fighters put up a great display yesterday. Let's see what they have in store for us today. Don't go anywhere. NFT 3, ladies and gentlemen, live to you from SA Gardens, Kalashakaku.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get underway. Sami Khan on the door, of course, doing a great job at all these SA Gardens events. He's the best cage guy that I know of. Honestly, absolute legend. Sami Khan shout out. But as we proceed, Habibullah in the blue tape. And Akash in the red tape. Here we go, underway. Akash had a great outing yesterday. Another representative, of course, of Team Mountain Warriors, donning their shorts.
Next fight के लिए हमजा महबूब blue corner, नेमतुल्लाह red corner ready.
Right hand lands there for Akash. Oh, and a left hook! Drops him! Habibullah back up on his feet. Grabs a hold of those legs.
Akash wasn't able to capitalize on that moment there. It was huge for him.
Whoever wins this fight has one Khizr Rahman waiting for them in the semifinals. That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Look at Akash. He's digging into that body. Even though he's in the unfavorable position, he's making the most out of it.
He needs to get his legs free. He needs to do just that. Grab a hold of his head.
If you're Habibullah, you're probably trying to recuperate and readjust yourself after being wobbled like that.
A minute gone by. 2 remain in this round. Habibullah still hoping to create some separation.
People is just grabbing onto Akash, not letting him get up because this is a very good position for Habibullah to recover himself after that absolutely devastating goal.
Gosh gets leg out.
Habibullah is looking to backpack him, go for an RNC. He's halfway there.
Oh, it's deep.
That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Habibullah.
What a recovery. What a comeback. For a second, you thought he was out.
Phoenix rising from the ashes, gets dropped in the first exchange of the fight, recovers, grabs a hold of those legs, and then, of course, that rear naked choke was there all day. What a win.
That was an amazing submission, puts Akash back to sleep.
Irshadullah, blue corner. Salar, red corner, please come to the cage. Irshadullah, blue corner. Salar, red corner, please come to the cage. Next fight.
Gosh is devastated with the outcome of this fight.
Understandably so. But wow, Habibullah really got it done. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Akash's victory was just a hair length away, and Habibullah just snatched it from him just like that. What a performance, what a fight.
It's an unforgiving sport. It's a brutal sport, and this is why. Not just because of the damage, but because of the unpredictability. Because you're so close to winning, and then suddenly you aren't. But this is MMA, and this is why we love it, ladies and gentlemen. Unpredictable, high-octane fights will be going on now to the middleweight division. It is officially big boy territory. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. You're watching the biggest National Amateur Championship of the country. 1,300 fighters we started with, and now we're selecting all of those that will be in the semifinals tomorrow, right here in SA Gardens Phase 2, Kala Shah Kaku. Special thanks, of course, to the Pakistan Mixed Martial Arts Federation, HUFC Club, SA Gardens, SAG MMA, Discover Pakistan, Force Plate, and of course, Sports Info Pakistan.
Salar. Nasser Yusuf Zaid. Salar. Salar.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the National Fighting Tournament 3. Right now, the fight underway is Hamza versus Naimullah. Hamza in the blue, Naimullah in the red. What an exciting night of fights it's been so far. We have only just a few more to go here, as referee Zaman Khan, excellent referee, going through the rules with both fighters, and now about to start the action here.
Why'd you say that like you were looking forward to it? I'm sad that we've only got a few more fights left, Saman.
I just want to see who makes it to the semifinals.
Jab there, but immediately gets taken down.
The Mahbub on the bottom, Naimullah inside control.
That's not Hamza Mahbub, but it's Hamza.
What? He's not. Is he taunting his opponent? He's talking to his corner.
He's protesting about something.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think he said, if I heard him correctly, I think he said Nima there. I'm not sure how from that position.
Yeah, well, Zaman Khan again, very seasoned referee at this point, knows not to stop unless it's absolutely necessary.
Naimullah on top. Hamza staying busy from bottom here. Holding on to the head of Naimullah. Getting in some strikes in there. Oh! Huge takedown there by Naimullah.
Body lock and an explosion. It's a good combination if you want a devastating takedown, and he gets just that.
Corner of Naimullah is calling for some knees, and now he's in high mount here. This could be the end. And it is. Referee Zaman Khan has called a stop to this contest. What a victory there by Naimullah.
Naimullah makes quick and easy work of Hamza, advancing to the semi-finals now of this division. Great work done by Naimullah.
Naimullah will be facing the champion Abdul Sami tomorrow. Let's see how that plays out as his hand gets raised in victory. Great job by Naimullah. We move on, ladies and gentlemen. More middleweight action coming your way. Next up, we have
Irshadullah versus Salar.
Blue corner is Raz from GB. Red corner, please come to the cage.
Actually, it's going to be Mustafa who's going to be taking on Faraz in the next fight. Azaz, pardon me. We'll find out in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We got more middleweight action coming. We got two more fights in the bracket left before we move on to the final weight division of the evening, the light heavyweight division. Don't go anywhere, stay right here. National Fighting Tournament 3.
Mustafa, blue corner from Custom. Please come to the cage, Mustafa.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight here in the middleweight division, we have Mustafa versus Ijaz. Mustafa in the blue tape, Ijaz in the red tape. This promises to be a very exciting bout. Middleweight action, heavy boys. They can exchange some leather early. Here we go. Referee Zaman Khan moves them back to their corners. We're going to start this fight very shortly.
Yeah, as we move on to the heavier weight classes, so do the punches and the takedowns. Everything becomes heavier. So we can expect some really unexpected finishes going on here.
Expect the unexpected.
Wise word.
Left hook does not coming even close for Mustafa, but these inside leg kicks are working.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, committed a bit too much to that overhand. Gets taken down by Azaz with relative ease.
Now he's working his way to side control.
Already in a very dominant position is Azaz. Mustafa. He's being cornered by, he's being advised by his corner to move out of there. And they're telling him exactly what to do to be able to escape this treacherous position, I must say.
This is great if you're a grappler and you prefer
Oh,
the fight
wow.
on the ground.
Heavy leather.
Because this is so early on into the fight, you're not even sweaty, so the grip is tighter.
Referee Zaman Khan had a very close look over there at that ground and pound. Main intentions behind the shots by Azaz. He was not messing around.
Azaz gets another takedown here. It's going to be crucial. Racking up that control time. And it's also going to be interesting to see whether Mustafa can find a way to get out of this position. Beyond the control time as well, it opens up so much opportunities to land some damage. He's doing the right thing here by trying to get Mustafa on his back.
And the damage you can already see Mustafa wearing it on his face.
And throughout the night, you've seen fighters just going for it and looking for early finishes, and that's only because with these guys, if they move on to the finals, they have to fight twice more in 2 days. So they're just trying to finish it early on and not take any damage. So they're fresher for the coming fights.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the competition gets thinner, not just in terms of numbers, but in terms of skill and quality as well. A strong overhand or a big punch is only going to get you through maybe the trials, maybe even the pre-quarters, but this is where you really got to have every aspect of the game covered to get through the semifinals. One leg trap there for Azaz. He should be able to get that through. But Mustafa's leg is trapped. He should be able to get that free, but Azaz is just so relentless with his pressure here, constantly in his face.
Pressing him up against the fence.
National Fighting Tournament 3, ladies and gentlemen, what a great talent pool we have produced over here at SC Gardens. We're seeing the showcase of Pakistani MMA's future, and over here, Azaz is showcasing that he is the future. Round 1 coming to a close. We're going to move on to round 2. Azaz completely dominant in the first round, showing his dominance in the grappling sector, but also at the start in the striking sector. As the fight starts from the feet again in the second round, we'll see if the story can be any different. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we start round number 2 here. Mustafa versus Azaz. Mustafa in the blue, Azaz in the red. Azaz immediately controlling the center here. Of course, maybe he needs to be thinking about taking Mustafa down because he had no success on the ground. Not much damage taken.
And Mustafa just measuring his opponent right now. He's looking for that opening, biding his time. There's no need to rush anything for him. He completely dominated the first round. In the second round, he just needs one moment to be able to seize the rest. That was not that moment, unfortunately.
Zaz is just trying to time a takedown there after the strike. Mustafa. Peculiar position Zaz finds himself in right now.
Mustafa's just, I think, trying to reverse crucifix him over here, but he can't do anything from this position other than some hammer fist perhaps.
This is troubling. But it'll be difficult to keep Azaz there. It was really awkward, and he didn't really have it that tight. Oh, but he has his back now.
Referee Zaman Khan right on top of the action. Azaz curled up here.
Mustafa trying to wrap his legs around the hips of Azaz and try and roll him forward maybe. He can even look for a Kimura from here.
Definitely a very strange position. I think either fighter is struggling to understand what they can do from here.
I think Mustafa is trying to toss him forward, roll him forward so he can get his back, but Azaz just did a nice job of getting out of that and finds himself in side control, and he can work from here.
Yeah, he can now take the full mount position if he can just work towards it by moving his leg over Mustafa. He's going to take his time in that though. No need to rush it, otherwise he's going to get swept.
Mustafa blocking that entry with his right knee there.
But there's that opening. Oh wow.
Has him up against the fence and hard shot landed there by Azaz. There we go, full mount. He needs to posture off and get those shots in. We're moving on in the final few seconds of round number 2 here. Very close round, I'd say, as we come to an end here. But Mustafa had his moment. He was holding on to Azaz. He was trying to roll him forward, but Azaz just slipped right out and went to work up
Next
there,
fight, Hamza
just like he did in round number 1.
Red corner, Nehmatullah, ready रहे उसके
But
बाद
Mustafa did get some control time in there, so it'll be really interesting to see how each fighter comes into round number 3 here and what kind of a plan they're trying to implement, what their corners are telling them. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. This is the National Fighting Tournament 3. We're about to commence the third and final round of this bout. Stay tuned. Third and final round. Mustafa versus Azaz. Mustafa in the blue, Azaz in the red. Now you can see Azaz is moving a certain way. He's trying to bait Mustafa into throwing a few strikes so he can set up that takedown. Throwing some jab feints in there. He's gonna time a takedown right after the strike of Mustafa there.
But when Azaz is probably 2 rounds up, I think potentially he is the one winning the fight at this point. Mustafa needs to be the one who needs to aggress. He needs to be the one looking for the strikes or looking for that takedown perhaps. He needs to be moving towards the finish.
He's trying, but Azaz has also gained his respect. So moving in and trying to strike without a proper setup or a read on Azaz is going to be costly.
Left hook just misses there for Mustafa. So does that outside leg kick. Mustafa's been out of range for a lot of these strikes, relying on them, but just hasn't been able to close that distance. Azaz As you can tell, even at the slightest feint, just moves out. Mustafa needs to step in with all these strikes.
See, as long as Mustafa is doing this, Azaz doesn't need to like commit to a takedown or even try, because clearly rounds 1 and 2, he feels, you can tell from his body language that he probably did enough for the judges' scorecards. But it depends on Mustafa at this point. Like, how hungry is he? How confident is he in stepping forward? And there we go, Azaz. He's timed it.
Azaz, you can tell, is pretty hungry. Because even when he shot in for that takedown, couldn't get it initially. He didn't give up. He crawled after Mustafa and just got a grab of his ankle. Picked it up, and now he's in the dominant half guard position.
More control time for Azaz here, which is going to look good if we're going into a decision here.
Shots to the body continue for Mustafa. Azaz, pardon me, on Mustafa. Redness on the back visible thanks to the cage. And all that time he spent on his back in this fight. Azaz has fought a near perfect game plan in my opinion. Every round is finished exactly how he wants it to. Mustafa has very little time to make something happen here. It looks like it's going to be Azaz moving on to the semifinals. The big boys means bigger punching power, but slower fight rate. But nonetheless, Azaz should be satisfied with what he's been able to do tonight.
It's pretty evident who was the one dominating this entire fight. Azaz, he's just been absolutely perfect from the get-go. He knew what to do and followed the game plan absolutely to the T. Great job by Azaz.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Red is winner.
Red tape, he means.
Great work there by Azaz. He stuck to a plan, didn't get hurt. He now advances on to the semifinals. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more action here for you tonight, happening here at the National Fighting Tournament 3. Danya, how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited. You said we have a lot more action. Not a lot more, just a little more. So make sure you stick around for these last 3-4 fights. We're moving on to the last weight bracket of the evening. Light heavyweight action. The biggest of all big boys. We have a lot of people that I'm interested in seeing today in the light heavyweight bracket. So don't go anywhere. Stay glued to your screen. Stay glued to your seat.
I said a lot more because at this point I feel like it's never going to end.
No, it's coming to a close, my friend.
But then,
I guess you should be happy you weren't here yesterday, Salman.
I was still watching with you guys.
Because this feels like we're not even at the halfway point.
I watched almost the entire stream.
Yeah.
I was with you guys.
That's the same thing, right? As sitting here.
Not the same.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's almost the same thing.
I didn't need to feel cold. You know.
It's almost the same thing.
Have you ever eaten like a raw piece of ginger?
Yeah.
You have?
Accidentally.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
I do. I tried it like the other day, and I've been doing it ever since. It's actually pretty good for me. Like I felt my nasal canals opening up. You know, with the smog nowadays.
Tried some soup?
Yeah, I do that as well. But hey, you can also make ginger tea if you don't want to eat it. Just make some ginger tea.
Ginger tea? All right. I'll try some ginger tea.
What you guys talking about?
Ginger tea, apparently.
And
I
ginger.
love-
Have you ever had ginger raw? Have you ever had raw ginger?
Yeah.
Spicy, isn't it?
My mother forced it down, man. Whoa.
She did very good, man. It's really good for your immune system.
It's no,
man.
like they used to put in like some hot water and make me used to gargle it.
Oh, that's nice. That's another substitute to like salt gargle.
Yeah. I don't know. They've got this weird obsession with ginger and garlic. Like,
That, bro, that's really good.
really?
That's really healthy.
Yeah, I hate.
You should be doing it. You should be saying thank you, mom. You're making me a healthy individual.
Ginger, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, try it raw. Like just like
Yeah.
like an inch of it. It'll open up your throat and your nose, especially nowadays. Like
No,
everyone's getting a flu.
I agree with you.
Yeah, you guys, everyone listening to this right now, please try some raw ginger.
Please.
Put up a
Have it in your
story,
drink.
tag
It's not
us.
gonna be nice. It's gonna be a little spicy. Trust me.
Spicy. I thought it'd be like
But-
disgusting.
But you'll feel much better. You'll feel good. Trust me.
All right. Well, you know what else?
Look into it.
Look into it. Do your research. But you know what else is going to make me feel good? This next fight, ladies and gentlemen. Hamza.
Oh, we had that fight.
No, this is 93. We're going into the next weight bracket, I believe. We're going to be back with more information and the more fights for you.
And ginger.
And no more ginger, please, for the rest of this tournament, I hope. But ladies and
A lot
gentlemen.
more to say about ginger.
A lot more. A lot more ginger. Salman Butt.
It's a great anti-inflammatory. You know that.
He's the king of alpha hardware, part-time commentator, full-time ginger enthusiast. Just ginger, man.
It's good for you.
Yeah. Hamza Mehboob on your screen. He's going to be fighting. If you bring up ginger one more time, sorry.
Hamza Mehboob on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in
Next
for
fight के
a
लिए
treat here.
KPK से
The heaviest weight division, the final weight division of the night, National Fighting Tournament 3.
Next
I'm
fight
so
के लिए
excited.
Adil Jana from KPK blue corner. Rahmatullah Islamabad से red corner ready रहे.
Last quarterfinal of the night for the 83 kg division, we have Hamza Mehboob versus Nematullah.
Naimullah.
Naimullah. I'm a bit the D word.
D words? Was it?
You know,
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
words are difficult to understand.
Drunk?
I thought he'd say something else. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're...
Drowsy. I think he means drowsy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can say drums.
Yeah, you don't have to say
Can
the D
you?
word.
This is a professional commentary desk, ladies and gentlemen. We are a bit delirious. There's been a lot of fights in 2
That's
days.
the word.
Oh, there we go. Delirious. That's a D word. Jesus. All right. We got Hamza Mehboob in the cage. Blue tape, blue shin pads. Naimullah, red tape, red shin pads. Referee Zaman Khan donning the official's jacket into the middle. Some last-minute words of wisdoms.
Naimullah does not want to listen to the referee.
Yeah, I don't think he realized. Now he does. Referee Zaman Khan passing on instructions. We're about to start. In just a few moments. Do not go anywhere.
Can any of you read kanji?
I feel like we're digressing way too much now. But no, what is... I don't even know what that is.
That's like the Japanese kind of writing that's written on Naimullah's shorts.
Okay. At least this is somewhat relevant and not ginger. But
It says fighter's life.
okay,
Good
well,
for you.
glad you could read Ganji. Here we go underway with the first round.
I can't this translation beneath. Here we go. Hamza versus Naimullah. Hamza in the blue tape, Naimullah in the red tape. Last fight of the quarterfinal for the 83 kg division. Men's.
Hamza's light on his feet. Tell he's bouncing in and out, waiting for an opening, but he need not be too patient.
Hamza's trying to make reads on Naimullah, showing him different looks here. Naimullah has him on his heels at the moment.
Ooh, wow.
Nice overhand there by Hamza. Immediately against the fence here. Goes for a double leg. He's trying to complete it, and he does.
Scrapes him
Oh.
on the cage. Wow.
Really close back of the head shots there.
Naimullah hitting those shots from the ground like Hamza was in some money there.
Naimullah is hitting with dark intent.
Yeah, malicious intent.
It's effective. It's got Hamza Mahmood to think a little bit. He's now put that shoulder on Naimullah's chin. Hamza Mahmood, of course, last year very impressive in the National Fighting Tournament, if I'm not wrong. He was one of those front runners.
The legs are wrapped up very well by Hamza very early on in this fight. But Naimullah is doing a very good job. Just close up on Zaman Khan in case you needed that. But Hamza is doing a very good job of wrapping up the legs. Naimullah is trying to keep Hamza a little bit uncomfortable even from his back. This has to open some openings for him to transition forward.
He's trying to posture up to get some shots in there. Here we go. Tied up again here. He may not have landed a lot up until now, but this is a lot of control time. So this is good for him regardless. Smothering Naimulla with his hand on his face. He's getting higher and higher up in the mount. Naimulla desperately pushing off the fence with his legs. But Hamza is just inching his way higher and higher up the guard.
And again, we see Naimullah trying to flail up his legs and try to push Hamza back. As you said, Daniel, earlier today, that seldom works. And in this case, it's not working.
Yeah, Hamza Mahmood's being precise with these ground and pound shots.
Wow.
Zaman Khan's right on top. That was a hard one.
Last 10 seconds of the round.
Yeah, he's covering up
The
here. That's going to
mouthpiece.
be it.
Oh!
Zaman Khan calls a stop to this contest. Hamza Mahmood gets the job done. Passion Combat, stand up. He's back.
Great work by Hamza Mahmood. He was really patient with the mount. He just kept inching further and further up. And as soon as he was where he wanted to be, he started to unleash. And he finished it in the last 10 seconds of the first round. Great work there by Hamza Mahmood.
As soon as Hamza Mahmood knocked the mouth guard out of Naimullah's mouth, I think Zaman Khan had to jump in over there. If you think this is great action, wait till you see the light heavyweights that are coming right after this fight, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
Sweet success. Raised his hand by his brother Hamza Mahmood, moves on to the semifinals of the National Fighting Tournament. Very interesting bracket that's shaping up. We have more action for you here. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. National Fighting Tournament 3.
Referee in charge, Usama. Kadir blue corner, please come to the cage. Rahmatullah, right corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is the National Fighting Tournament 3. We are now in the light heavyweight division, 93 kilos. Qadir Jan versus Rahmatullah. Qadir in the blue, Rahmatullah in the red. Fazan, Fawad, how are we feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great about this fight because Qadir Jan produced a spectacular knockout yesterday in the first round, ending the night early for his opponent. And I think this fight, this is going to be a barn burner as well. I'm so excited for light heavyweight action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, NFT 3, live from SA Gardens.
Here we go. Touch of gloves. Rahmatullah a little hesitant with that. Both feeling each other out right now, getting a sense of each other's movements, trying to make reads, trying to figure out each other.
I don't know why, Salman, but Qadir Jan reminds me of Najm Khan for a reason.
A very, very extremely skinny version of Najm Khan, if that. Looks like Qadir Jan just, yeah, he was waiting for his moment, but I feel like he was a little overzealous with that and gave too much away. He showed Rahmatullah that he's really eager for a takedown, so... excuse me, he showed Qadir Jan that. So Qadir Jan, he just needs to stay away and not get held on by Rahmatullah.
Rahmatullah is walking in with these strikes without much setup. So there's, yeah, and again, in that takedown as well, you can see that he's just moving his head down and just trying to grab his opponent. Or just, oh, there we go.
Hard shot,
That's a beautiful strike by Qadir Jan. He's got way more technique on his shots.
Good hook there. He has Rahmatullah on his knees now. Rahmatullah has a hold of Qadir Jan's right leg there. Qadir Jan just sprawling out and completes it. Oh, he's looking for a guillotine, I think. Let's go with it.
He's out of it.
You were talking about Qadir Jan looking like Najm Khan. I mean, he was throwing those spinning wheel kicks. Similar style.
I told you.
You called it, Fazil. Qadir Jan, this is where he needs to start getting busy.
He's in a dominant half guard position. He can look to posture up over here, or he can try to move to full mount. Or, you know, even Qadir Jan can just stand up at this point because he was so dominant in the striking realm.
He could, but...
Yeah, that's not the... I'm not saying that's the effective strategy, but I would love to see it.
He is trying to get that right leg out of the half guard. There we go. Now he needs to posture off and get in those shots.
Referee Zaman Khan is not going to give Rahmatullah many chances if Qadir Jan starts
Look at
to.
that. Have you ever seen that? High mount there. He's going to wail on Rahmatullah. Referee watching intently. And that is the end.
That's it. Referee
That's it,
stops
ladies
it.
and gentlemen. Qadir Jan, calm, cool, and collected, takes that W and does a well-deserved cartwheel. Extremely, extremely well-performed fight here by Qadir Jan. He even took some risks. He showed us some flashy strikes. He showed us that he was competent in the grappling exchanges against Rahmatullah, and he has won. He takes his W home and he advances on to the semifinals.
A great performance by Qadir Jan over there. Just like yesterday, gets his opponent out in one. Gets the job done in one. Ladies and gentlemen, next fight we have Salman Khan. Yes, Salman Khan versus Zulkarnain Haider. Do not go anywhere.
Why
It's another.
yes? What's
Salman Khan.
so yes about
That's quite a name to have.
It's a very common name, you would think. No?
No, come on.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you what's not common. There's not a lot of Salman Khans that are MMA fighters.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. I can give him that.
come on.
The name itself,
It's funny, come on.
it's not funny.
That's not funny. It's interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, National Fighting Tournament 3. Stay tuned. More action to come.
And Salman Khan to come.
More action to con.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long night. Sorry about that. Stay tuned. Next fight, Salman Khan versus Zulkarnain.
On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, Salman Khan, the bodyguard. I'm going to call him that.
Why?
The movie, Bodyguard. Dekho, dekho, aaya hai Bodyguard.
Oh, okay. I don't watch much Bollywood.
I don't either, but you must know that. Come on.
I'm sorry for like raining on your Salman Khan reference thing. Sorry about that, father. Hey, but Daniel's marching back here.
He's not.
Almost here. And he's back in a chair.
Next bout, ladies and gentlemen, is Salman Khan versus Zulkarnain Haider. Zulkarnain Haider, a very well-renowned name in the Pakistani MMA circle. He's been to the IMF quite a lot of times. You see him on your screens now, and you recognize him. Of course you do.
With him in his corner is Daud Atif, a very well-renowned amateur fighter himself. Could not compete at the IMF competition this year due to illness, but we will be seeing much of him in the future for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, stay tuned. This fight is about to be underway. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have it, the second bout in the light heavyweight division. Salman Khan versus Zulkarnain Haider. Salman Khan wears the red trunks, Zulkarnain Haider wears the blue. Referee goes through the instructions of both fighters.
Both fighters touch gloves and they're back to their respective corners. This fight is about to get underway in just a few seconds. Here we go. Salman Khan versus Zulkarnain Haider. Both of them approach the middle of the ring.
Zulkarnain Khan. Of course, blue shorts, Salman Khan in the red shorts.
Feeling out each other. Not really attempting any strikes so far, either opponent.
Zulkarnain feints a jab there. Shows him a hook.
Salman Khan with a very close guard, staying clear as Zulkarnain strikes as he tries to go for a takedown.
Yeah, Zulkarnain's ready for those takedowns. That's what they've been working for.
Salman Khan really flinched there a lot.
Yeah.
He seems frustrated with himself.
And as he was retreating backwards, he fell on his back as well. We saw that earlier as well tonight.
Zulkarnain, of course, head honcho over at Brave Gym, one of their veteran fighters. Low leg kick there, lands for Zulkarnain. He's been to 4 IMF competitions. Just came back from the Asians recently. Unsuccessful bid, but he's here to prove a point, if nothing else.
We can see that Salman Khan is looking for a takedown because he was overzealous with the previous attempt. So Zulkarnain just needs to stay out of that range.
Low leg kick again lands for Zulkarnain. It's been there for him so far.
He's using the feints really well. He's showing the hook, showing the uppercut constantly. And when he shows something to Salman up top, he always goes down low with the leg kick. It's a good strategy, as long as it's working.
Salman has that right hand of his tied to his right cheek. He's making sure that guard stays up. On the contrary, Zulkarnain has a very low guard.
We haven't seen Zulkarnain really go into the offense much in this round.
Just as much as he needs to so far.
Yeah.
Zulkarnain is a counter striker, so he does his best work when he's moving backwards.
Yeah, and as Salman walked into another punch over there, just as you said that, Salman.
Yeah, Zulkarnain's got quite a fast reflex on that left hook, but he needs to be careful not to get countered with that right hand. It's glued to Salman's face.
Salman needs to set up these takedowns. He's going in blindly.
Zulkarnain's giving up quite a bit on weight, not just in terms of the visible reality, but also in terms of the weigh-ins. He weighed in around 85 kilos in the 93 bracket, intentional on his part. Outside low kick and a jab for Zulkarnain. Ten seconds left in the round. Let's see if the fighters come out of the feeling out process after this, as we move towards round 2 of this light heavyweight quarterfinal.
So very interesting dilemma between both the fighters over here. Salman Khan, his approach is trying to take Zulkarnain down, and Zulkarnain's approach is just counter-striking. Because Salman is not really throwing any strikes. Any time that Zulkarnain, you can say, offenses, is just when Salman attempts that takedown. And Zulkarnain is very good at stuffing that takedown.
I have a question, and I don't want to sound very offensive, but how do you make it to the quarterfinals going in for takedowns like that? You got to have some setups. You got to have something behind it. You can't just blindly just go in and expect to get it done.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Salman needs to go back to the drawing board, needs to polish up his technique a little bit with these takedown attempts. There has to be something behind it. And he's not really attempting a lot of strikes either in this fight. I think he felt Zulkarnain's power, and he didn't want to engage in that kind of a fight with him, and that's why he's avoiding it. But definitely he needs to go back to the drawing board and understand.
I mean, this is MMA 101. Mix it up.
Yeah.
Up high, down low, jab, jab, single leg. Can't even do any of those.
Wow. And now Zulkarnain on the offense. He's on the charge.
Gaining confidence from the previous round, of course. Salman hasn't shown us anything up until now. It would really take a trick out of the hat for Salman Khan to get anything tonight.
Wow.
Hook there by Zulkarnain. You see, you can say Salman Khan isn't doing much, but the reality is Zulkarnain's really landing those low kicks. He has that left hook ready. He's quick with his hands right now. He's landing those straight punches as well. Zulkarnain's fighting a good fight.
Yeah, I think it's discrediting to Zulkarnain to say Salman is not doing much. I think Zulkarnain is doing a good job of nullifying Salman's attack.
Of course, Zulkarnain is fighting like an MMA fighter should, but you can't take away from the fact that Salman hasn't really shown us anything.
It's a speed deficit as well, Salman. Just look at how quick Zulkarnain is compared to Salman Khan on these strikes and these entries. He can see Salman coming in a mile away, and you're 100% right. He needs to set these up.
And your point, Dana, just goes back to what you said a couple of moments ago. It's just that difference in weight. Giving up that weight opens up that difference in speed for Zulkarnain.
Yeah, but the threat of the power is there definitely for Zulkarnain. He's fighting a heavier guy, but
Wow.
Huge low kick there for Zulkarnain.
yeah, you can see those adding up now on Salman's legs.
He's definitely feeling them now.
He took a heavy breath right now, Salman.
Yeah, look at that sprawl. Zulkarnain was ready.
Watch out for those knees over there, Salman, because his underhooks are in tight and his body is completely open over there.
Yeah, Zulkarnain cannot accept this position under any circumstances. He needs to reverse him, flip him around, put him against the fence, let him go.
Oh.
Knees to the body by Zulkarnain.
The corner calls for a knee and Zulkarnain complies. Another one. Salman is just stuck in this position. "40 seconds of more knees to the body if Salman doesn't do anything here. He's attempting a trip, but just has Zulkarnain on top of him.
And
Good job by Zulkarnain.
doesn't have a lot of time to work in this round, but Zulkarnain can find an opening to finish this right here.
Yeah, he just needs to pour on the strikes. 10 seconds left. Will we go to round number 3? Referee Zaman Khan is right on top of it. Salman no longer covering up. That will prevent the stoppage. He will live to fight another round, it seems. But 2 in the books for Big Zulk, it seems, as we go to the 3rd and final round. Quite an interesting matchup here.
Round number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Salman Khan versus Zulkarnain Haider.
Khan.
Zulkarnain Khan?
Zulkarnain Haider is a cricketer. It's not Zulkarnain's name.
You got me tripped up too, Fazan.
It's actually one of those things that just becomes fact on repetition. I won't say who, but someone thought his name was Zulkarnain Haider in Brave Gym and just repeated it for a couple of years until Zulkarnain thought his name was Zulkarnain Haider, but it's actually Zulkarnain Khan. Low kicks attempted and successfully landed there for Zulkarnain.
I just thought you're giving me a case of Mandela effect over there.
That is actually what I was trying to say, yeah, Mandela effect. Thanks. Feinting with those punches, just showing him those hands.
I'm predicting Zulkarnain to throw a head kick because Salman is very susceptible to them right now.
Yeah, the left side of his face is completely open. So that right rear leg. But Zulkarnain will really need to set up that shot if he wants to go for it.
Wow.
You can see, you can sense Salman loading up that right hand now. It's clenched up. He's going to look for a big shot, potentially.
Yeah, and Salman's not moving around much. Those low kicks have paid dividends.
In the southpaw fighting stance now is Salman Khan and switches.
Yeah, forced to switch. There's that head kick.
There's a slight connection with it. Zulkarnain opening up more and more. Salman is just gun shy, tired, bewildered. He just seems like a fish out of water right now.
I think he's just trying to cruise this round now and not just get finished. I think that's his objective now because he's not engaging at all and he's letting Zulkarnain have his way. There we go, that head kick.
Nice head kick by Zulkarnain.
Another low kick. These have been there from all night long.
You could potentially just see a verbal submission here if these low kicks keep happening.
A left hook
Wow.
there, beautiful.
Couple of takeaways from Salman. I mean, a lot of takeaways Salman will take from this
Look
fight.
at the, sorry Fazan, but look at the left leg of Salman. He can't even put any weight on it
Yeah.
anymore.
He's got to learn how to check a kick because even though Zulkarnain's leg kicks are becoming very predictable to him now, he's not checking them.
It's a great display of striking by Zulkarnain Khan in this fight. He's done just enough to convincingly win all 3 rounds in my books. I'm sure the judges see it the same way. Final 10 seconds or less in the round. And he ends with one more low kick for good measure. And that is going to be all she wrote on this fight. We go to the judges, and it seems to be quite inevitable what's going to happen. Brave Jim's head honcho makes his way to the semifinals.
Red is winner.
He's going to have quite an interesting bracket in front of him. But ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. We're continuing with more light heavyweight action. Stay right here, National Fighting Tournament 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the second last bout of the quarterfinals of the National Fighting Tournament 3. We have Muhammad Hadi versus Abdul Rahman. Muhammad Hadi is the zombie of Balochistan, and that's the name I'm going to give him, because Hadi is just the most poker-faced fighter you will ever see in Pak MMA, and he hits like a truck. And even when he's hurt, you have no clue, because again, the poker face is just too strong.
Hadi had a good outing last time. I mean, we've been seeing him fight in MMA for over 2 years, maybe 3 at this point. So you know he's been trying his best to improve in every aspect of the game. Let's see what he brings to the table at this National Fighting Tournament.
Round 1, here we go. Hadi versus Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman in the red, Hadi in the blue. Abdul Rahman, the taller fighter. He's going to be looking to pop that jab, keep Hadi at range, and avoid those powerful strikes that Hadi has. Very Mark Hunt-esque kind of a game plan from Hadi we've seen before.
You have to be very careful around Hadi, because even if one punch comes through, it's lights out.
Abdul Rahman not moving a lot. He's heavy on his feet. He should be a little bit lighter, popping in and out.
He's testing the range. He's testing the waters right now. He's trying to find where he's comfortable with him. He's trying to get a read on Hadi's movements.
That poker face, Salman, you were not messing around
Exactly.
with that.
Like, what do you do, man?
There's no expressions on that face. Like, it's almost his face has absolutely no muscles.
I wasn't exaggerating, man.
Wow. Oh my God.
There we go.
Hadi has such a strong base. He stood wherever he was and he just picked up Abdul Rahman, slammed him onto the ground, got that takedown.
Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, you do not want Hadi up in full mount on top of you, raining down punches. It's going to be a nightmare. Abdul Rahman needs to play this really smartly, and he needs to find a way to transition into a position that is much better for him. Hadi trying to move into side control, or into full mount, excuse me, and he does. Now he just needs to get his head free. He's going to push on that right arm of Abdul Rahman.
He's going to look to pop his head out, and as soon as he does that, Hadi's in big trouble, because look at that, Hadi's arm is also trapped between Abdul Rahman. No, it's actually attempting a guillotine, but that guillotine is nowhere close to being threatening to Hadi.
Yeah, and the longer he commits to this, the more tired he's going to get.
I think he just knows the threat that awaits him once Hadi is able to pop his head out, and he just doesn't want to face that.
Yeah, Hadi can't get frustrated here. He needs to do just that. Maybe put a forearm on the face, create some distance, make Abdul Rahman think about something other than that guillotine he's attempting that he will not get from this position. Hadi on full mount, not much of a round here to start off, but you only need one to pop off, and we're expecting these guys to do that in the second round. Let's see what happens as Muhammad Adi ends this round on top. Unceremoniously, though. Not in the best look possible, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, Abdurrahman lost the round, but he didn't take a lot of damage. So I think for that, he'll take that as a small win because he could avoid Hadi's punches. Didn't take any shots pretty much.
Yeah, that is for sure. The longer this fight goes, you can imagine the power of Hadi is going to decrease over time. And Abdul Rahman's going to be faster.
You might be a coach or a fighter making calculations in your head about whether you won a round or how many rounds you won, but need I remind you, this is Pakistani mixed martial arts and anything can happen.
Anything.
Anything.
Anything can happen.
Anything.
Anything.
Don't you worry.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
It's a little bit late in the night. It's kind of cold.
Kind of.
The boys are getting a little bit delirious. Give us the knockout, Hadi. Or Abdurrahman.
Okay, Ali Sina, relax. Calling for knockouts and stuff. Shout out Ali Sina. He's going to be here tomorrow, semifinals onwards. He had a very important wedding he couldn't miss, understandable. Big Fazan stepping in. Thank you so much for that, buddy.
Mwah.
As we go off into round number 2. Expressive as ever. Hadi, on the other hand, not expressive as ever. Still with that poker face.
Hadi ended that round on top, but he seems to be the more labored fighter. Maybe being cranked on was exhausting.
Body types dictate Hadi wouldn't have the bigger gas tank, but let's see if that theory holds up. Abdurrahman does look a bit light on his feet. He is the taller fighter.
Hadi does have a knack of trying to deceive his opponents, so we don't really know if he's actually tired or it's just the poker face.
Yeah, I mean, imagine Hadi just drops down one weight class. Oh my God, high kick lands. I mean, if he's able to retain that power at middleweight, he's a problem, but look at that. Muhammad Hadi is the guy who's always looking for the knockout. Just got a very nice takedown there.
Abdul Rahman grabbing the neck again because he knows the danger Muhammad Hadi poses once he's on top and free, posturing off of you, throwing down bombs. Why did I say it like that? Bombs.
Bombs. But pretty similar situation to what we had in the last round. Hadi's on top. Oh, but he gets his head out this time into another headlock, unfortunately. But this one should be easy to escape because Abdurrahman does not have the leverage.
If Hadi pops his head out the back, he's going to have Abdul Rahman's back, and Abdul Rahman's going to be in serious trouble if that happens.
Yeah, we need to fix this headlock fixation that we have in the amateur circuit. This is not doing anything for Abdurrahman.
This is only just a sign that they're not very well accomplished grapplers. Like, let's be real.
Accomplished is one word, but just the basic fundamentals of what is that doing to your opponent. Like, you can get your head free at any time, and more importantly, you're compromising yourself in a lot of ways by just putting an arm around someone's neck and holding on for dear life. It doesn't do much. But hey, we're growing. And if we're being honest, Salman, compare this to NFT 1 or NFT 2, the quality of competition has definitely gone up.
It definitely has.
I was surprised we even got knockouts yesterday, and some
today.
today as well. Yeah.
Some incredible knockouts as well.
This goes to show that how much a fighter can grow in just a span of a year.
Hadi's fighting a smart fight here.
Abdul Rahman is just lost on the ground. There's been no answer, no attempt to do anything. He's just been clutching on and trying to survive.
I'm sure it's hard as well. Someone at the size of Hadi on top of you, just holding you down. Must be a difficult feat to get out from underneath, but Abdurrahman really needs to use his range. And
You're in the light heavyweight division. I mean, what do you expect?
yep, he needs to use his range.
Expect me to be on top of you?
Big height difference. He needs to use the reach difference.
I meant that like in MMA terms.
Yeah, you're pretty heavy too, I guess.
I'm like between a welter and a middle. I'm not that heavy.
Yep, the way you said it, it's a bit sus.
Want me to be on top?
Relax, man. We're on air, dude.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Come on, guys.
Even I'm not that weird.
Cheer up, guys.
National Fighting Tournament here at SA Gardens, Phase 2, Kala Shakaku. Want to thank PMMAF, HUFC Club, Discover Pakistan, SA Gardens, Force Mate, and of course, Sports Info Pakistan, the broadcasters for today. Sports Info Pakistan, our broadcast partners. Thank all of them for making today's event, yesterday's event, and the event for the next 2 days possible. We have 2 more days of this. Believe you me, it is going to be pretty crazy. Fights keep on getting better, the quality keeps on getting better, competition keeps on getting thinner.
Some heavy red bruising on the right shoulder of Abdur Rahman.
I mean, the cold is a big factor in that as well. You're getting clinched up against the fence in this kind of weather. It's bound to leave some marks. Both fighters tentative again, same way they started round 2.
Again, you just can never tell if Hadi's actually tired or this is just his style for the round.
Neither fighter engaging, 30 seconds gone by.
Abdur Rahman clearly respects the power of Muhammad Hadi, and that's why we see him so tentative. Like, it's easier for us to say he's not doing anything, but he's also scared for his life.
Understand, but you got to do something to try to win this fight, or Hadi's just going to do that. And we've seen in the last 2 rounds, it's very hard for Abdur Rahman to get up from underneath this. So that first 30 seconds he wasted, and I'll say wasted, is the difference maker now.
Yeah, but when you're 2 rounds down, you need to engage. You must feel a sense of responsibility to engage in this fight. And you just get taken down again. You can't hold the head for the entire round again and expect that you win the fight. Abdur Rahman needs to show more. He needs to.
Yeah, Hadi not letting him up. Abdur Rahman tried to get back up on a vertical base, now throwing some strikes, trying to grab a hold of the fence pretty blatantly there.
You know what, I'm really impressed that Hadi is relying a lot on his wrestling and his grappling. I expected him to be looking for some big shots, but maybe he's saving that for the days to come. And he's just trying to play it safe, keep it on the ground, don't get hit, don't get damaged.
Yeah, but also it's like keys to victory, right? If it's working for you, you don't need to change it up. Rounds 1 and 2, this was the formula for him winning the round, so why change anything?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm actually impressed, because I'm used to seeing him rely on his striking. And this is just a testament to how much more well-rounded he's become as a mixed martial artist.
Yeah, but Abdur Rahman really got to go back and watch this fight, go back to the drawing board, understand how this cannot be repeated.
Oh, we could see a submission here.
If Hadi just switches to the other side,
Yeah,
10 seconds
he'll be able
left
to
in the
complete
round.
this.
he needs to float over
Yeah.
to the left side control from this full mount to get an arm triangle, but irrelevant. Hadi ends the fight like he did all the other rounds on top position. And you will be seeing this man tomorrow, most likely in the semifinals. We'll find out for sure in just a few moments with the official decision. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. National Fighting Tournament 3.
I think I saw Hadi pop a little bit of a smile there. Finally.
Next fight is Sayyid Ahmed, blue corner, Muhammad Ahmed, red corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final fight of the evening. Syed Ahmed in the blue, Muhammad Ahmed in the red. Battle of the Ahmeds. The final quarter-final of the light heavyweight category. And the final fight of the quarter-final day here at the National Fighting Tournament 3. Referee Zaman Khan on assignment, ready to lay down the law.
Light heavyweight affair, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Syed Ahmed versus Muhammad Ahmed.
Wow. Faz, you're awake
up.
again.
I'm awake. It's the big boys.
Try bringing that in 10 fights earlier. K7 prospect Muhammad Ahmed.
We saw Syed Ahmed compete yesterday as well. You can see that those stitches on his left eye, they are a cause for concern for me, but let's see how he deals with them in this fight.
Yeah, he's been cleared by the athletic commission, but if I'm Muhammad Ahmed, I'm looking right at those stitches.
Definitely, as the opponent, you should exploit every advantage that you can have in this.
Syed Ahmed is just a very dangerous individual. He'll come with a barrage of strikes out of nowhere and put an end to his opponent. So Muhammad Ahmed needs to be really careful.
Yeah, yesterday as well we saw Syed Ahmed with this approach. He didn't start off fast, but he let his opponent tire themselves out a little bit, and in the later rounds, he really unloaded a lot of punches, a lot of kicks on his opponent, overwhelmed them by his
Look at that power.
by exactly that, overwhelmed his opponents by his power
Oh,
and his intensity.
Yeah, Muhammad Ahmed's flinching on a lot of these
Wow.
punches.
oh!
He needs to not get overwhelmed here.
Syed Ahmed going for it.
There we go.
What a way to end the night!
Wow.
Syed Ahmed!
Oh my goodness, what a knockout! And you see Muhammad Ahmed protesting, but he was out. He was definitely out.
He was definitely out.
I don't know
What
if he
a
was
win.
out, but definitely knocked down.
No, but
Seems to be okay.
it's an amateur fight. Come on, Daniel. The way he went down, and he had some follow-up shots over there,
Yeah,
Syed
yeah, I
Ahmed.
He
understand,
was
but
out for a second.
there is room for protest in this kind of case. I mean, he's right back up, but nonetheless, take nothing away from Syed Ahmed. I told you he was flinching a bit too much on those punches. Was Muhammad Ahmed, and there's your winner. Final winner of the night. We ended with a knockout, and you will see this man in the semifinals tomorrow against Muhammad Hadi. That's going to be a slugfest.
Day 2 of the NFT 3 goes up. Day 2 of the NFT closes out with a bang. Light heavyweight affair. Syed Ahmed versus Muhammad Ahmed. A great knockout to end the evening. And what a stamp on this night, ladies and gentlemen. We saw amazing fights here in all 16 categories. Great quarterfinals. Tomorrow, don't go anywhere because we're going to have the semifinals live here again from Kala Shah Kaku SA Gardens.
This has been Daniel Nasser Mirza.
Salman Butt.
And Fazan Fawad. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it tight.
And take it easy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Woo!